just wait for a few of you to join me. Hi Louise, how are you doing? I hear you're going to come see us on Sunday. Exciting, you're in for a really great show. Guys, I can't see, I can only see at the moment that Louise is watching, but it says there are 3 people. If you're here, just give me a comment or give me a wave or something. Just let me know you're here, and I'll give you a shout out. Hi Rebecca, how you doing? Just wait for a couple more people to join me and I'll just get started. Oh, this Facebook Live stuff's weird, isn't it? I've never done a live before, or at least not intentionally. I might have been drunk one night and come out of a club and thought it'd be a brilliant idea to tell everyone about my fantastic adventures. No, never do that. Hi Susie, how you doing? Haven't seen you for ages, oh my god. Okay, just one more person and then I think I'll just start. Oh, who's that? Someone just liked me, but I can't see who it was. Hi. Okay, guys, I've got a few of you now. Just want to say a big hi. Bear with me because I've never done a Facebook Live. I'm really nervous actually, which is really surprising considering I sing on stage. I can go out and sing, but I can't speak by myself into a phone. This is crazy. So I just want to say a little bit about who I am and kind of what's happened over the last, I suppose now 12 days, 11, 12 days. Just want to say, well, my name, for those of you that don't know me really well, my name is Corrie, but I go by Corrie usually. I live by the sea. I live near Brighton in West Sussex. I'm a mum to 3. I've got a teenager, one who's 11 in a couple of weeks, and I've got a little boy who is 8, who has special needs. He's, if you haven't met him before, oh my gosh, he's a whirlwind, just so hyper. So the last, I say 3 weeks particularly, have been really busy for me because obviously you've got the leavers assemblies, you've got all the sports days, you've got the progress report things, and you've just got loads and loads and loads of stuff like towards the end of the school year. And just me as a single parent, I have to make sure that I'm in 2 different schools and I've got to remember where I'm going, which child I'm going to see, what I'm going to be doing. And then I've got my shows that I'm doing at the moment, singing on stage. My daughter's just done 2 nights of Peter Pan. It's just been absolutely crazy. Just want to share something. For those of you that don't know, my mum, who is my best friend basically, she passed away 2 months ago yesterday. And through no fault of her own, I mean, she was very poorly, but through no fault of her own, her and my dad were, I won't be rude and say ignorant so much, but they were a little bit lacking in awareness, shall we say, of food choices and things like fats and carbs and oils. So I was raised on like full fat colas, I was raised on sugary snacks, I was raised on pies, chips, Friday night and Sunday roasts, you know, dripping with fat and everything. And oh, hi Rachel, thanks so much. Yeah, it's been tricky time. Should we just say, let's call it tricky. It's been rubbish. It's the word I'm going to actually use for that one. But we're getting through it. But yeah, so through no fault of my own, I've always been big because my parents didn't really understand fats and oils, and so my mum, bless her, she just cooked everything dripping in oil and fat and butter and everything. So I grew up knowing no different really. So I was always big at school. I was always teased at school. I was called lardo legs. I was called fatso. You know, you name it, I was called it. And even now at 38, even now, that stuff carries with you when you leave all the playground stuff behind at 16. And then you go through college, you go through uni, you get a job, marriage, I'm divorced, blah, blah, blah. But that still kind of carries a mental scar with you, actually. And over the years, and people that know me well will verify this, that I have tried everything over the last, say, 10 years. I've tried faddy diets, I've tried slimming pills, I've tried, oh good gosh, I've tried every kind of slim shake, I've tried Slimming World, other, you know, diet clubs, I've tried in general, on and off, on and off, on and off, and they all work to a point. But especially with the quickie faddy ones, you get like a whoosh of weight loss, which is amazing. You think, oh, but then you can't maintain it because the hunger creeps in. If it's slowly but surely, the hunger starts creeping back in, and you snack, and then you lose interest, and then before you know it, you're back where you started, and probably then a bit more. And although Slimming World, I'm just using that as an example, but Slimming World does work. Over the years, I've lost 2 stone here, I've lost 4 stone with it once. It does work. But the trouble with me is, after a few months, I get bored. You know, I just lose kind of motivation. Then it gets to a point where I'm actually at that point now, where I went to Slimming World again in January this year. Wasn't really clicking with it this year, but I think because Mum was so poorly, and my mind wasn't really on it. So I got fed up of having to plan my meals out, because obviously I'm so busy. I couldn't sit down to plan my meals. I didn't really want to do the whole weighing my just the stuff that you have to do on Slimming. I didn't want to measure my milk out every day. I didn't want to have to sit there, oh, I can't have bread because I've already had like my hi-fi bars on this day, and I can't do this because I've done this, and I can't have milk and cheese on the same day. And then I didn't even want to spend an hour, 2 hours of my life committing to going to a group, because if my little do want to lose you. Oh, hi, you're back. Sorry, the weather's really rubbish here at the moment. My camera file. Right, okay, I'm back. Yeah, so as I was saying, basically, it got to a point where my mum has been gone now 2 months and a day, and I put on a stone. I basically, my sister, it's really interesting, my sister went the other way with it. She completely stopped eating, and she's lost a lot of weight, whereas I just ate and ate and ate and ate and ate. And it didn't matter when it was, it didn't matter what it was, if it was food. If it was food, it was going in my mouth, plain and simple. And it got to a point where I was doing a rehearsal, because the shows I do, they're mostly singing, but you do get a little bit of dance, sort of movement here and there. And what I was noticing was that in the last couple of months, the rehearsals have been getting slowly but surely harder and harder. So I thought I'll just pop on the scales. I have a rough idea of what I am. And when I got on the scales, I was actually gobsmacked, because I was just a little bit more than a stone heavier than what I thought I was. And then when I had to go and buy some new trousers for this show that I've just done, and I thought, oh well, I'm size 18. Yeah, I've always been size 18. But no. So I thought, oh, size 20. No, size 22. An elasticated waist as well, and I was absolutely mortified. It gets to a point where everyone gets to that point where they see a photo of themselves, or something happens, which is the wake-up call. And I think for me, going into a big ladies shop, there's absolutely nothing wrong with it. I get a lot of my clothes from this particular shop in town. Absolutely nothing wrong with it at all. But it got to the point where, for me personally, that number 22, size 22, that was never going to happen to me. And then it happened, and I'm like, oh my god, you know, I don't think I'm in the right mindset to go back to Slimming World. Rachel, yeah, locks on my cupboards for sure. So it got to a point where about 3 or 4 weeks back, I just thought I need to change. But you know, there's a lot of history of heart disease in my family. My 2 grandparents, my mum, my dad. So it's not really, assuming that's hereditary, it's not really looking good for me, is it? So I want to be the best possible version of me I can be for my children. I don't want to leave them early, because now losing a parent, it changes your perspective on life a bit. And especially with my little one having needs, I need to be around as long as I possibly can. So A friend of mine, Claire, I know she's not watching at the moment, but she will be later, so hi Claire. She was posting pictures a while back of herself losing weight, and she, and she was on this diet, well, I don't want to say diet coffee, but she was on this magic coffee, and she was posting pictures like weekly, and the difference in her was incredible. And I must admit, because I've tried every faddy diet you can imagine, I was looking with interest, but I was I was very cynical. I was like, how? Because she wasn't changing her diet particularly much. She wasn't exercising anymore. She was just having this 1 cup of coffee a day. And I was sat there watching her post with interest, not commenting, but just watching. And I'm thinking, how on earth can 1 cup of coffee every day, and I don't even like coffee, to be honest, but how can 1 cup of coffee help you to lose weight? So I approached Claire. I said, look, I've just found out that I'm really, 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 really a lot bigger than I thought I was. Something needs to change, and fast. Can you help? And she said, well, this is what I'm doing. And she said, just give it a try. You're not going to lose anything. So fine. So that's what I've done. And a few of you have seen the results. I'm currently, I think I'm on day 12. And I'll talk about the results in a minute. But had I just been seeing like an ad for Revital U Coffee, if I'd have seen it, and I trust her. Oh, you're back. Why? Oh. So because I know Claire and I trust her, and she was personally guaranteeing that this stuff worked. So I thought, okay, you know what? It's a free sample. I've got nothing to lose. I can only gain. Give it a try. So that's what I've done. And yeah, and absolutely, I don't know how it's working, but it's actually working. Which is why I felt now compelled to join the team to try and tell everyone else about it, because honestly, if I'm not getting paid for this, by the way, I'm not getting paid for going live and telling you. I'm not even getting paid for the free samples that some people have got from me at the moment. I'm not getting paid for that, so I'm doing this off my own back, just to tell you how great this product is. So it's called Revital U Coffee. I've got it here actually. So yeah, so it's a jar of smart coffee, and it comes in the individual sachets as well. Now personally, I don't like coffee, but what I've been finding is if you put a sachet of Options hot chocolate in it and just make it with milk and sweetener or sugar as you normally would, takes the taste away. It's absolutely fine. And it's all natural ingredients, so there's no sort of extra caffeine in it. There's no raspberry ketones in it. The one thing I found when I was doing the diet pills is it had extra caffeine and raspberry ketones in it, and after about half an hour after taking the pills, I would have to lay down because my head and my heart was just race. So oh, hello. So as far as that was concerned, just the fact that it had natural ingredients in it was like a big, attraction for me. So Revital U basically is a company that do a range of products. In America, they only launched 22 months ago, so this is why a lot of you don't know about the company, because it's still relatively brand new. And in America, they currently do the smart coffee, they do the smart cocoa, they do CBD sleep oil, they do daily capsules. If you don't want to drink anything, that's fine. Just take a capsule in the morning with your breakfast, boom, rest of the day, done. You don't have to increase your exercise if you want to, fine. If you don't have to change your diet, if you don't want to, fine. The coffee's only available in the UK at the moment, but I can't imagine, because there's been such a buzz about this stuff, and I can honestly see why. I honestly don't think it'll be too much longer before the rest of the products start launching, because honestly, this is catching on so darn quickly. Oh, hello, gorgeous to you too. Hello, Louise. So what I just want to say to you is Revital U is different from the other companies, and I'll tell you how that is different, because it is a sample first company. You literally try before you buy. You can get a free 3-day sample, but really that's only really to it's like a taste test, so you kind of have it. I don't personally think that the benefits for me personally didn't really kick in till like day 5. Everyone's different, but they also have, you can buy a one-off jar of coffee for $49.99, which sounds a lot. However, and this is what I did, however, it comes with a 30-day money-back guarantee. If you're not happy with it, if you don't want to do it, if you don't get on with it, you absolutely don't have to. No hard feelings. You've tried it, it didn't work. Thank you very much. Ta-ta. On to the next one. So I went straight in for the $49.99 jar of coffee, and I thought, if it doesn't work for me, sad, but, get my money back. In fact, I was so determined to prove my friend Claire wrong that this coffee didn't work, that over my first week, I literally went the other way, and I had McDonald's. I took my kids out to Wimpy. I went with a friend, and we had some soup, and it was literally swimming in oil. It was disgusting, and it had 2 buttered baguettes. So I literally wanted to prove this coffee was just yet another, And then on the 5th day, my Claire, she was in Turkey actually, bless her, and she messaged me. She went, "How are you getting on with the coffee?" And I went, "Yeah, I'm having a cup every day. I'm not really changing what I'm eating." I didn't tell her that I'd really gone the other way with it. She went, "Get on the scales." And I'm like, what? I'm thinking, in my mind, oh my God, I'm so going to be found out now. Oh my God. And she was like, "No, just get on the scales. Just indulge me, just for my own curiosity, get on the scales." And I thought, I wouldn't have lost anything. Honestly, I wouldn't have. So I got on the scales. Boom, £7 off in 5 days. What? Seriously. In fact, I got back on the scales, got back off, got back on. I even moved the scales to a different room. Boom, £7 off in 5 days, and that was eating rubbish, literally. So I said to Claire, I'll weigh again. I'm not telling, at this point I hadn't told people, or many people, that I was doing the coffee, because I thought, if it doesn't work, I don't want to look like an idiot, yet another diet fad that's, failed. And so I said to Claire, I'll weigh again on the 7th day, on my week, and see how we go. Got on the scales, £10 down in a week. And that was literally eating rubbish. That, I'm not condoning that. I'm not saying that's what you have to go out and do, but that's what I'm saying personally. That's what I found. And slowly but surely, and it's not just that. What I've actually been finding, I'm now on, I think, day 12 of this coffee. Just have a cup of coffee in the morning before the school run. I'm done for the rest of the day. And what I'm actually finding now is, because it's a natural appetite suppressor, day by day by day, it really has suppressed the appetite. And that's what I can honestly guarantee you. I have not reached for the cakes. I have not reached for the biscuits. I have not reached for chocolates, crisps, anything. And with 3 kids, I've got a cupboard full of it, let me tell you, and the fridge, let me tell you. But yeah, I have not once snacked. And in fact, I think a couple of days ago, it was rare, but I got like a little hunger pang, but it wasn't one of those where you've got like 10 minutes, feed, and you have to grab whatever's nearest, be that chocolate, be that sugar. It wasn't. It was kind of a little hunger pang, but it gave me enough time to think, actually, yeah, hungry, I'm going to make a good choice for, I don't have to grab something now. I've got time. So I went to the shop, and I got a bag of, it's like low calorie popcorn. It's a small bag as well. It wasn't a big bag. Couldn't finish it. I'd literally got a quarter of the way through the bag. And I thought, actually, I'm all right now. A few of you on my Facebook, a couple of days ago, I went to the local supermarket cafe, got my usual, jacket potato salad, and I got a bowl of fruit and a banana and a fizzy drink. I know, sorry, Mum. Got a fizzy drink. I took a picture of it as well to prove it, I barely got through my potato. And I just sat there, I thought, and I heard my mum's voice in my ear going, "Don't waste food, you shouldn't waste the food." So I ploughed through it, and I ate the jacket potato, I ate the salad, I ate the bowl of fruit, I ate the banana. But honestly, after the actual potato itself, I was good. I'm just literally I'm not starving myself. I'm not even really changing my diet. I'm literally just not hungry. And I can't explain. I mean, as Tony just said, I can't explain how it's working. I can't guarantee it will work for everyone. Everyone's different. Everyone's metabolism is different, obviously. I can only tell you from my personal experience that 10 pounds down in a week for literally drinking a cup of coffee, yeah, what wizardry is this? What is going on? I must admit, I weighed myself. I did a cheeky little weigh-in a couple of days ago. The scales haven't moved. I'm still my 10 pounds down, but what I have actually found is I'm down in the next size of jeans, comfortably as well. Not just, you know, when you can just about do the button up and then your muffin top kind of spills. So believe me, I've got one. 3 kids, you're gonna get one. So yeah, so it's not like I'm spilling out of my jeans. I'm literally, my jeans are the next size down in 12 days. They're up, they're comfortable. So yeah, so I'll weigh myself on Monday on my 2 weeks and see how we go. But yeah, so that's really what I just wanted to say to you, really, is a lot of people on my Facebook have been, why are you doing this? Now, let me tell you something. I have tried, not in weight loss, but I've tried various companies. I've bought products from Unique, like the makeup stuff. I've bought Avon, Unique. I've bought Clean Easy, God rest it, you know, that's a company that's now long gone, but Better Wear, Clean Easy. I've bought stuff from a load of companies, but I have never ever felt compelled to join it. Because yeah, the products work, but you know, it's they haven't changed my life. You know, the makeup's been this isn't Unique, but you know, the products have been amazing. They've been, you know, what I've needed at the time. But this one actually is a game changer for me, this coffee. Yeah. So I'm going to, because I don't feel like I'm, you know, committed to any weekly meetings. I just have a cup of coffee in the morning, do my school run, come home, do the housework, go meet friends. For the rest of the day, I don't have to remember to have my B choice. I don't have to remember to have my certain portion of milk every day. You know, if I want to go out with my kids, because it's the end of term now, or will be, you know, so if I want to go and take my kids out and treat them and have a bit of a naughty sort of like cake on the side, absolutely, I'll do it. Absolutely. I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to, you know, I'm very honest. I probably will. And I'll enjoy it as well, let me tell you. Because I know that I've got this to fall back on. And I'm going to keep going with it as long as I possibly can. And, you know, this is really why I wanted to do this live, just to show to you that I've joined the company. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I do want you to get on board, but it's not because, you know, money for my kids. It's not even for that. And a few of you, team, the other brand influencers, have been doing a few videos lately about why they're doing this. And I was watching them with interest, and I was trying to figure out my why. And yeah, I mean, I can only tell you that it's working for me, with kind of minimal effort but maximum output, if that makes sense. I'm sleeping better. I don't sleep very well, or I haven't since my mum's passed away. But I've been sleeping better. My body over the last sort of 10-12 days has got into a kind of a natural rhythm. I'm falling asleep before midnight, which is amazing. Normally it's like 2-3 a.m. and I'm getting up earlier than the alarm. And not just getting up and like dragging my knuckles out of bed. I'm actually like, literally, I think I said to someone the other day, I'm like Mary Poppins on Smack. I was literally like, ping, wide awake, have my cup of coffee. And I sat there and had my coffee before the kids got up. And I was just in the best mood. It really has, you know, especially in the last couple of months, my mood has just been so down. You know, and this coffee is just, it's a game changer. It really is. It's helping me to be more focused about who I am now and where I want to be and where I want to go with my life. And, you know, where I want to, you know, so in terms of the kids, you know, they're happier seeing me happier. I actually want to get out of bed. Oh, sorry, my son's just come out from high school. He's just broken up from high school. Hey, babe. Yeah. You all right? So this is Ellis. He's my eldest one. So yeah, so the kids are seeing me happier. I'm I'm not quite as cranky. I'm still cranky, let me tell you, but I'm not quite as cranky. You know, I'm just happier in general. I'm feeling great. And obviously the numbers, I'm not focusing. The thing that I found with the diet clubs, I was so focused on the numbers. It was a numbers game. And if I didn't make my target, because, you know, financially, you don't lose out at all. Because if you try the 3-day sample, if it works for you, brilliant. You can go on, order some more of our products. Absolutely fine. If it doesn't work, you know, and you know you haven't lost any money if you do what I do and purchase the sort of one-time jar. Or you can also do like a monthly. Now, I'm not going to use the word contract, because contract means, you know, it kind of, to me, contract means you're kind of tied in, you know. No, absolutely not. It's a subscription. So you, as a customer, you are the one in control. If you want to subscribe to a monthly jar of coffee, the price comes down by £10. So a one-time jar of coffee is $49.99. The sticks, the individual sachet sticks, are $44.99, or the monthly subscription to the coffee is $39.99. But like I say, if you try it and you don't like it, you don't get on with it, you're not really seeing the results that I'm seeing personally, absolutely fine. You haven't lost anything. You will get your money back. That is a promise. That is a Revital U promise, which is absolutely amazing. I wouldn't, personally, as a single mum, £50 is a lot of money to me. That is essentially, in some places, that is a whole day out, taking my kids for a day out somewhere or giving them food, you know. £50 isn't something I can just lightly throw away. So if it hadn't have had that money back guarantee, I wouldn't have done it. I'd have just done the 3-day sample. But then what I also think is 3 days, in hindsight, wasn't really quite enough for me to see the benefits and feel the benefits. Day five was really the time that I started to notice change. Those of you that know me know I'm not the quickest person to pick up on stuff. You know, it's only really this week, 6 years post-divorce, that I've just realised what a twit my ex-husband really is. He's laughing. So it took me a few days to kind of pick up on, actually, I'm feeling better, and this has changed, and I'm not doing this so much, and I'm doing this more than I normally would. So yeah, about day 5. So the best thing to do, I mean, personally, the thing I found best was to start on the jar of coffee. If you don't like it, absolutely get your money back. No hard feelings whatsoever. If you want to try some, if you want the 3-day sample, free, no problem. I'll pop the link down on my Facebook. You can message me for that. I think I've only got about another 25 to 30 samples, so I'd get in quick if I were you. And the response this week from my friends and family have been phenomenal. Even my dad signed up a couple of days ago. I went to just see my dad, make sure he's doing okay, because he's struggling a bit. Now, he is actually, last year he became a target member of Slimming World, and yeah, I mean, unfortunately, now he's on his own. He has put the weight back on and a bit more. So I was telling him about the Smart Coffee, and again, like me, he was very cynical. And I said to him, just give it a go, just give it a go. So he signed up. So he's waiting for his order to come through, and I'll be really interested to see how he gets on, actually. But he loves coffee, so he'll be fine with it. So yeah, so if you want to sign up to the coffee, if you want to sign up just on the 3-day sample, absolutely not a problem. I'll pop the links on. You just private message me, catch me if you see me in the street, do whatever you want to do. Just holler, just go, hi, you know, let me try it. Not a problem. I'm here. And that's the good thing as well that I found with Claire. So, you know, me essentially being Claire's customer, every step of the way. And even when I signed up to become a brand influencer for the company, every step of the way, she's checked on me. How are you doing today? Are you getting on with it? Is there anything I can help with? Absolutely brilliant. She has not left me. She has not left my side by this whole process. And, you know, everyone is so encouraging. The results that was, not only me, the other brand influencers, the results that I've seen, you guys, I mean, just off the top of my head, Rachel, Lauren, you know, your results are absolutely incredible. I mean, if I can get your permission, I'll share your pictures just to prove to people the transformation. See, the numbers on the scales might not be moving down, but the transformation in your body and just your general demeanor, absolutely amazing. Yeah. So I'm gonna go because I've waffled on a long time. I'm so sorry. But yeah, because obviously my son's he's finished for the summer holidays now, woohoo! And my other two children are at school for the rest of the day, so I'm going to go and spend some time with Ellis. But yeah, so I will do another live in a few days. I will cut it shorter, I promise you. I just wanted to tell the world, tell the world what I'm doing and why I'm doing it. I personally cannot believe this coffee, one little jar of coffee in the last 12 days has changed my life for the better, physically and mentally. Yes, I am. So if I can help you do that as well, I'll do everything in my power to help you feel the way I'm feeling at the moment, which is pretty damn good, if I'm honest. So have a great day, guys, and have a great weekend. If I don't manage, I'm singing on stage, so I'll probably be sort of on and off, but I'll be checking my emails all the time. If you want to try some of this coffee, just let me know, and then I'll get back to you ASAP. Have a great day, guys. Bye.